What's up, guys? Welcome to the 5th episode of Casual MMA Fan. In this episode, we're gonna see my personal favorite 3 UFC fights. When I decided to make this video, I just took a pen. Right away I wrote down the 3 fights that came to my mind, because I don't want to have second thoughts about it or debate which fights I want to do, because if I don't remember that fight, which means that fight's not in my mind. So the whatever the fights you're going to see popped out in my mind, like I would say probably within like 2 or 3 seconds. So let's go on. Alright, the first fight, it's Ultimate Fighter Season 1 finale, the light heavyweight fight between Stephan Bonnar and Griffin. This was like back in the days when UFC was super struggling, like in terms of like making any profits. So this fight created history. This changed the game of UFC. This brought a lot of new fans to the game. Dana White really like got into his feet when the fight ended, and I would say this was like, I couldn't watch this fight live. It was like back in the days where I didn't even know what UFC is and was, and so I got to watch the fight like highlights in I don't know, probably like 4 or 5 years back, and then this is like the best 3-round fight I've ever seen. These guys they are light heavyweight contenders, but they fought like flyweight or bantamweight. They never stopped down. The gas tank in them was like it was nuts. They threw bombs right away. They kept fighting. They never stopped. They stood in front of each other, and like I said, this is the best 3-round fight I've ever seen. Stephan Bonnar versus Griffin. Alright, guys, this fight between Joanna and Wei Lee, whenever they announced this fight, I right away knew easily this is going to be the best technical fight I've ever seen. Anybody who makes a mistake in this fight is going to get punched in the face right away. There was no margin for error. You make a mistake, boom, you get punched in your face. And everything was proper about this fight. Like they didn't like wildly swung at each other. There was proper traps, there were proper setups, and the clinch game was awesome. Everything was proper. The techniques were proper. They had proper Muay Thai, the proper clinch game, and like these girls are like the most technical fighters in the world. And when this fight ended, I started texting my friends and I said, this is easily the best fight I've ever seen so far. And they're like, yeah, the best female fight I've ever seen so far. I'm like, I'm not even a feminist, and I got offended by that, because I don't want to like compare them with like male or female. This is like the best technical fight I've ever seen. Wei Lee versus Joanna Jedrzejczyk. Alright, this next fight, whenever I talk about this fight, I get goosebumps. Whenever I see this fight in YouTube or wherever, I get goosebumps. Arguably the best pound for pound fight I've ever seen. The most brutal, violent fight I've ever seen. This fight brought me to the martial arts game. I decided I want to learn martial arts after I saw this fight. Anybody who wants to come to mixed martial arts and they don't have the motivation, please go see this fight. I'll put the link in the description. I got the full fight in the description, so please go watch this fight. This is like the best fight I've ever seen. And this fight made me watch UFC. Until then, I've never stopped watching UFC. It's still going on. Anytime I get less motivated, I feel like I don't want to do anything, like I don't want to go train or something, I just go watch this fight. Robbie Lawler versus Rory MacDonald, the best fight I've ever seen so far. The fight of the decade, fight of the year. Go watch the fight. Alright, we have come to the end of our episode. I hope you guys like this video. If you think you have watched a different fight and those fights could replace these fights in the argument of the top 3 fights, please go to the comment section, leave the comments there. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe, like and share my video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, have a great day.